Scoop Gang in the studio and it's Elegbetetvradio TV radio. And see, thank God now we are not alone. Now we're going to have a new perspective in the house. Miss Francisca is around and she's ready to give us her own opinion too. So far, this conversation, if you're just joining us, you've missed a lot because everybody has said their piece and they're not backing down with their own opinion. Like, this is what I've said. This is what I'm standing on. Chito, no Chito, threesome, argue. How did they pronounce them again? Argue. Orgy. However it is that it is said.
She said it's orgy.
Orgy.
All of the above.
My English is around me. What do you mean?
Tisha Precious.
All of the above. So who was talking before we went on anyways? I think it was Siko, yes. Yes, it was Siko. Yes. So, now continue. Continue right from where you start.
What I was saying, yeah? So, at the end of the day, even if you have to put the human factor into play, even if there's a discussion about how there are set rules to when you want to do your threesome, I think part of the discussion you guys have for collateral damage collateral damage, you have to put this factor down. What if it happens like this
and somebody catches feelings?
What do we do about it? Because one of our listeners just sent a message that our friend, her name is Ete. She sent a message from Warwick. She said one of her friends, she and the boyfriend, they did like threesome with a girl, and at the end of the day, the girl started seeing the other girl and the guy was with no girl.
Wait, hold on. The girl started seeing the other girl.
Yeah, and the guy was with no girl.
Oh. I didn't see
that.
So the thing is, you have to put that factor
in.
And you have to. It has to be on board. Like, okay, what if it happens? What do we do? How do we tackle this? One thing I'll say though, is people who are going into this kind of relationship. Look, monogamous relationship, polygamous relationship, you have to put in the work. And people who are going into a polygamous relationship like this usually have very, very detailed conversation before they go into it. They talk to each other like to the minutest detail. This is what is going to happen if this happens. This is what is going to happen if this happens. If you start to catch feeling for the person, we're going to talk about it. You know, they talk about everything. Nothing is hidden because I've actually seen couples. I was even reading one on Zikoko magazine the other. If you know about the Zikoko website, they actually interviewed one couple that they're actually very married and it's an open relationship, you know. They have other partners, they share partners and all of that. So like they talk about everything. Now that Francisca is here, let's hear from Francisca because I feel like she's going to give us another, another this thing for another perspective. So let's hear from you.
From my own perspective, having a threesome, being married, is a no-no for me.
For you?
For me.
Why?
Because I feel if you know you are not ready to stick to a person, you know you're not ready for that commitment, then don't get married. Yes. If you feel okay, fine, I still want to test the waters, I still want to try other things, do you get? Then be
Stay
single so you can have the opportunity to do a lot of that. Fine, just as you guys have been saying, some couples actually go into the whole threesome thingy.
Yes.
Married couples.
Yes.
There is always a 95% that marriage would definitely crash.
Who said?
According to whose statistic?
For me, because as Precious as
I'm going to Google statistics right now. Let me see.
Statistics. Who put the statistics on Google? Stop that thing they're doing there.
That's why I said from
her own statistics.
Yes.
She has her own Google map.
It's likely going to crash because, see, no matter how you have a detailed discussion on how you want your threesomeness to be, at the end of the day, you can't control your emotions. You can't control your heart. You can't control what you feel, because there's a likely possibility that either the woman or the man is going to end up having a very intimate feeling or closeness to a particular gender. Either the man is liking the in-between lady or is the
Said in between lady.
Or is it
Said
the woman?
in between lady.
Yes. Because there's someone in between.
Okay.
Making it a threesome.
Or you might even like the way the other lady is even doing
Yes,
it.
there's
And they will
like-
tell you, I want that particular lady. Some men start insisting that they want that
And
particular.
if the husband or the wife is not able to like give that
There's going to be
that
issues, yeah.
that the other person brings, you would likely
What-
want to go out and look for
Why
another
is Annie
person.
squeezing her
And
face like
definitely, at the end of the day, you tend to always tilt towards that person.
Annie, speak your mind.
Okay, sorry. I've like my head is hot.
exploding, yeah.
Like, you know, I'm so sorry. Like there is
Your mind.
I'm not even
Speak
talking
it.
about your opinion, but you do not do research and say based on my own opinion. That's not how it works. I'm so sorry. You do not come at, like, cause the thing is, I won't say I'm an explorer. So I know couples. Like if I don't know,
Jesus.
I know like 10. Cause I go out a lot.
Uh-huh.
Cubana is their center, like their rolling place. They'll come and meet you. Somebody's wife will come and say, how far? My husband likes you. Come through. We'll pay you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And these are not couples that have been married for 10 years. These are people that if you check how long they've been married, 15, 20, 25, 30 years that have been married. So I had to go Google and check if to see if there's been any research or study done for couples who have, you know, tried to... And most times, when people do threesome, it's not because they want to test the waters. They do it because it's just a crazy kink for them. The same way people who like cropophilia, the same way people who like BDSM, the same. So I'm not doing this thing because I still want to fuck around. I'm doing it because I want to see my wife kiss another girl. It's a kink for me. Some men self don't even participate in the threesome. They just sit and watch.
Voyeurism, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So everybody has, because you know we're living in Africa, values kind of affect
Morals.
sometimes, and you know. So, but you won't say somebody's marriage is gonna crash because then might as well say marriages will crash because husband likes BDSM and the wife is not a dominant. Simple and straightforward.
Annie, I want to ask something. Do you feel that is normal?
What is normal?
What is normal?
The question is,
Okay,
what is normal?
What is normal?
That-
Let's leave values
Then
and.
For me, I'm going to actually answer for her now. I've
God bless
gotten
you.
to the point where I actually really think about a lot of things. I question things a lot. And you do know that when people say what is the truth, you know, this is the truth. What is the truth? The truth is skewed based on your own perspective.
Reasoning and perspective,
It's based
yeah.
off of how you are seeing it. If I'm standing here and I'm looking at 9, she's seeing it and looking at 6 because she's on the other end of it. So how we see things, what is normal, what is abnormal? What is normal to you can be abnormal to me. We're wearing race the same way. We don't see things the same way. We haven't read the same book. We are not brought up the same way culturally. So what is normal? What's working for your marriage might not work for mine. What's working for your relationship might not work for mine. What has worked for my father's relationship might not work for mine. So what is normal? I think what should be what we should be talking about here is what is working for you. What is going to work for you and yours? Because no two relationship is the same.
Can never be the
Trust me,
same.
because no two human is the same thing. Period.
In my those of you listening to us, this is Elegbetetvradio Radio. In Benin, it is said Eminebosi. What I'm saying is Naweti Oyibo man cause.
Who told you this thing just started?
Hold on now.
No, wait. Let
hold
Precious
on.
talk. Let her talk.
People say we should not be thinking too much. So just assume and close your ears like you didn't hear that it's just called Oyibo. And don't overthink it. Huh? It's alright. I'm just saying that the reason why people get married before, that the way I understand marriage to be is for you to like intimacy, like you want to be with one man. That's what I understand marriage to be.
Yeah.
You want to get married to one man, not triple men. Like you want to be one man, one woman, raise a family together, have norms and values as a family. You know, not adopt the norms and values we saw our parents actually have. Create our own norms and values that would actually make our family work. So when you start bringing BDS, there's something, you know, I've seen some families where when they were actually when the girl and the guy were not married, they used to have sex like maybe almost every time. And when they get married, sex reduces, not because they planned for it, but because there are so many things that come with marriages.
Life happens.
And you cannot handle. So, am I going to now say I like BDSM? I like most of those people who actually have those. What do you call it? Those fetish
kinks.
Okay.
Yes, and fetish. Yeah.
Like they want BDSM, they want threesome. They're actually always shy about it. They do it in secret. So hold on. Why should I do things I'm not proud of?
Oh, huh? Okay.
Hold on.
Sorry.
At the end of the day, because when you raise kids, let's assume people are staying in a 3-bedroom flat.
Yeah.
Or in a 2-bedroom apartment, for example, and you have maybe you and your husband stay in one room and your kids stay in the other room.
Uh-huh.
And I know people will say if you go to a hotel, like we're not going to a hotel this time. What if the woman now wants to have that same fetishness and maybe the husband was not around and she has to bring other members? Because we've heard of situations where women who are actually lesbians bring their partners into their matrimonial home and bench, do what they normally want to do. So what if situation will happen where it is a routine, she and the husband already do it, but this time the husband is not around, so she has to bring in their partner into the house.
Yes.
And in her head, maybe the children are not around and something like that just happened, and maybe the children just barge in. Because me, I'm thinking deep. I like thinking, rational thinking, deep thinking, and all of the thinking that people are talking about. So what if the kids barge into these people and you are seeing mommy and one guy and another girl, like they're just having like some BDSM and
I think Annie would like to respond to everything.
No, I want you to respond.
Oh, you want me?
When you finish, Annie will take over.
You are listening to Elegbetetvradio.